everyone, and welcome to the 10th part of this tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to create the catching part. So a couple of things you need to do. First of all, start by, if you haven't done that already, make sure that the Pokemons in the catch Pokemon folder got detect Pokemon. And if you have that, let's go to MonoDevelop. So in MonoDevelop, let's go to the Pokeball script. So let me just close some other things. And I've already added a extra boolean which is called mist. On collision enter, be sure that the O, the C and the E are capitalized, and also be sure that this is collision instead of collider. And in the IE numerator I got catching phase and then the float, and the chance will be 50%, which is the same as 0.5. And we also have a game object which is the Pokemon. So let's start by creating a if statement, and in this if statement we're going to check if the collision the transform the tag equals our Pokemon. So if it equals Pokemon and it's not missed, then we'll do this. If it's not the case, so if it's not, else if it's not our collision, so if collision that transform the tag does not equal our Pokemon, then we'll say mist is true. And here we'll just say that our game object Pokemon is collision the transform the game object. Okay, so what we can then do is say, hey, let's activate our coroutine. So start coroutine, say catching phase, catching phase and with our chance. So our chance will be, I don't know, like for now I'll just say 0.5f, and then a game object Pokemon, which is our Pokemon. So now it will start this coroutine. And in this coroutine we'll create a bool, and we'll say bool, and we'll say car is equal to random range and 0 and 1, and if that's bigger than our chance, then it will be true. So let me just check this part. If random.range is bigger than our chance, this will be true. So what we want is put a exclamation mark in front of it, so it's the opposite. So you could also just say if this is less, so I'll just change it to that back, and then I'll just create a if statement again. Not even, we'll just say yield return new wait for seconds. So we'll first start off with a 0.25 f, so then we'll copy this return new and we'll say around 2f, and then let's again say another one for like 1f or something. So above the yield return new wait for seconds, we will say, hey, let's just make sure our rigid body shoot a little bit up. So rigid body that add force factor 3 that up times 2.0f, and then we'll change after the 0.25 seconds. We'll say rigid body dot is kinematic is true. Then we'll also reset the velocity to factor 3.0, and we'll also do this to the angular velocity. It's factor 3.0. So after that we will set the rigid body again to true, so its kinematic is back to false, and then we'll create a if statement. Well, wait, after that after the 1 second after that, we'll say an if statement. If God is true, then we'll do this, and otherwise we'll do that. and I'm just going to debug right here our Pokemon dot name, I don't know, Pokemon plus equals plus our string, which will say has escaped, and otherwise we'll copy it and say has been captured. So what we right now have is that when we throw the ball at the Pokemon, this catching phase will activate, then it will shoot a bit in the air, then it will freeze a little bit in the air, and then it will fall down. So just when I look at this, I see a bit of a problem. So I'm just going to change the wait for seconds to 0.25f, and then I'll just add a this is good. So now it floats in the air, then it will stay in the air for 0.25 seconds. After that it will fall down, and then it will wait another 1 second. Well, I'll just change it to 2 seconds, and then it will say if our Pokemon has been captured or if it has been escaped. So what the thing is right now, the Pokemon will stay there. So what we can do is at the start we'll just say Pokemon dot set active to false, and then at the end of this we'll just say set active is true, and then we'll say yield break, and in the card if statement we'll also say yield break. So right now we have the Pokemon has been captured. So the thing is right now we want to go back to our world, so we'll just say Pokemon spawner.run, which is a static function. If it's not static, just change this public static void just change the public void run to public static void run, and then it will be fixed. So let's try this out. Let's start in Unity. So let's check if there are no errors. So it gives me an error 170, now it's 36. Okay, that's because this needs to be Pokemon instead of Pokemon with a capitalized P. So this will fix it. Okay, so once you have this, go to our world. Oh, scenes, world. Let's just start script. Wait until our Pokemon spawns. Okay, so Pokemon is spawned. So now click on it. Oh. Okay, wait. So right now there spawns a Charmander. And if I throw the ball at it, oh jeez, that was super bad. Try again.
A few moments later.
Okay, so it seems there was a problem. So the problem was the mist isn't setting back to false. So to fix this, we'll just go to our reset function and change our mist to false again. Just to false, like that. So now if you go back to Unity and start over and start again, just have to wait until a Pokemon spawns. Okay, so a Pokemon spawns, the ball gets thrown away for no apparent reason, I don't know why. And when I throw the ball at it, okay, I missed. So I'm just trying to let it fall on top of it, so that's easier for me. Okay, so as you can see, now Squirtle has been captured. So let's try again with a Bulbasaur. So if you just put it a little bit back, it's very huge. I don't know why. Just get back, you. Yeah, I don't know. So if I hit it, it stays in the air, it falls, and then we'll go back if we captured it. So what you can do is you can add a little animation to it for like a wiggle, but that's something you can do with your creative mind. And if there's something wrong, if the object doesn't have a collider box, this won't work, of course. So I forgot to mention that, but so let's go to our catching scene. And so here I have the object. I'm just setting the Bulbasaur to active. So as you can see, if it has this green part around it, it has a mesh collider. Well, this mesh collider is in the child, so mesh collider, and be sure that if you have a mesh collider on top of it, make sure that the object which has the mesh collider has the Pokemon tag. So, and also if you have two mesh colliders on top of it, it won't work. So make sure you have only one mesh collider, and if you have that, just that's it for this tutorial. So I've also got a couple of questions for the activate location surfaces. This is pretty much in the tile manager. I've added a game object surface, and in our update function, so let me just search for it. Where's the update function? Okay, so here I just say surface.setActive is just a exclamation mark, and then if it's not enabled, the object won't be enabled. Will be enabled, so if it is enabled, the object will not be enabled. And this is just a raw image with a red background and a text within saying activate location surfaces. So I hope that solves the question about this subject. So guys, I guess I see you guys in the next episode. I'm not sure what the next episode will be, so I'll see you guys later. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and if you got a problem, just comment. And if someone knows how to help other people, I would love to see my people help other people. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.